Hello Running Fit fam, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to help you lengthen and strengthen your calves because we all know as the long runs get longer, especially during marathon training season, our ankles start to lock up, our calves are constantly sore, and you start waddling the moment you hit the ground coming out of bed. So let's give you some exercises that will help stretch them, but maybe in a very different way than what you've done before. Let's jump into it. This first exercise is the stretch that you are looking for. This is not a passive stretch where you prop your foot up on the curb and lean forward and try to stretch the back of your calf, your gastroc out. This is something called contract and relax, where you contract that gastroc or that big beefy calf muscle we always think about, and then you let gravity help you relax it. I'm gonna show you. First thing you're gonna do is get into your down dog position. Now, I realize this is a lot of work on your arms and core. If you need to take a break, take a break. Down dog position. Lift your heels. This is the contract part. And then the relaxed part is, you guessed it, relaxing your heels down. Now, this is a process. You cannot rush this process. So give one round 30 seconds. My socks are coming off. Give this round 30 seconds to work. Contract, hold a little bit, and relax. Now, you only have to hold 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and come back down. As you can probably see, my heels are starting to get a little closer to the ground. That is the first exercise. Now, I want you to do that for 3 rounds. The next exercises are more of the actively strengthening calf exercises. So let's start those. This way, you can keep the mobility gains you just made. Next exercise, still in your downward dog position. You're gonna start here, but now you're gonna be on one leg. I don't really care where you put this, it can hang out over here. What you're gonna do is come up on those tiptoes and slowly lower back down. You're gonna say, but isn't this just the stretch that we did? It is, but it isn't. Because now you're doing it on one leg only. Therefore, you have more load than if you're doing it on 2 legs. Switch to the other side. Come up and slowly control coming back down. This is a calf raise, but in a more assisted manner. But what we're emphasizing here is eccentric strength with a slow lowering down, instead of being so focused on that contraction of coming up onto your tippy toes, which we kind of get caught up in when we do calf raises the normal way. Next exercise, you're going to be in this elongated runner's lunge, runner's stance. I would suggest 90% of your weight on the front leg, only 10% on the back leg. Runner arms are optional, but they help remind you of what we're doing and why we're doing it. The calf raise is not coming from the back, it's coming from the front, and my quad is on fire already, so take breaks as you need to. That, is the calf raise. I don't know if you can see, but my heel is definitely shaking. My leg is definitely shaking. Switch to the other side again. 90% of your weight on the front leg, only 10 on the back. You're going to come forward as if you're running, lift, and come back down. Now, what I notice is my front leg, or this right leg, is a heck of a lot stronger and sturdier than my left one. I come back to the left side. I can feel how these outside muscles, they're on the lateral side or on the outside, those peroneals are having to work a heck of a lot harder to stabilize myself. If you find differences side to side, that's okay. It's all part of the process of learning your body and knowing what you need. Let me first demonstrate a basic curtsy lunge. That's what this is. We take this up a notch by putting a foot on a step. Can you see how my heel is only slightly off the edge of the step? This can be a transition exercise, something to help you get used to the final form, because what I'm going to show you next is only half of my foot is on the edge of the step. Can you see? Only the front half of my foot is on the step. Now I am holding on for safety so I don't fall over, but you will inherently be unstable. This is a balance challenge, but this truly becomes a stronger calves and feet exercise if you do this without your shoes on. Now, it was maybe 30 degrees outside that day, so I kept my shoes on because it was cold and it was wet outside. But I want you to try this with just socks on. You will begin to feel a lot of forefoot or front foot activation and strength being built. Once you get brave, if you want to do this without your hands on a wall or something to hold you up, you can do that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Running Fit Fam. If you enjoyed, if you liked those different calf stretches, calf exercises, here's what I want you to do. Please first subscribe to my YouTube channel where you're going to get more awesome exercises like this. And if you want more information about any of these exercises, I have it all on my website, drwhitfit.com. So until next time, Running Fit Fam, dare to train differently.